Alright everyone, hello, my name is Solo, and welcome back to Solo's World. Today we are back here, of course, in my favorite Lost sector, the Atrium. It's just the funnest Lost sector I can run. So before we start the video, I'm going to address a few things. Number one, I get it, I stutter. And number two, I get it, I jump around a lot and didn't know a lot about Strand or when the hammer for Titans came in, which was Forsaken. Sorry for not knowing that, that was almost 5 years ago and it is currently 2023, not 2018. And I'm not exactly up to date on the backlog of when things got implemented. There's only a few things I know about from back then, and one of them is the last Gambit map in 2019 that was added. And that's about as far as that knowledge goes. Number two, I get that there was a lot of people who played different classes who tried to be like, it's not that bad, it looks pretty good. There was actually someone who was talking about how they weren't really like excited for the Titan Super, but then they saw more stuff about it and they were excited about it. And I get that. I'm also still excited about it. I was just saying that I did have some concerns with it. That was all I was saying in that video. And to the person who told me to, oh, go look up more details about Strand, you act like you know nothing. You do realize, like, the only things we've actually gotten in detail besides the barrier for the Titan that gives suspend is a literal fucking flavor text that is on the Bungie website. So, I don't know, don't come at me with that shit, I guess. Anyway, that being said, let's get on with what I want to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about where exactly I believe Lightfall is going to end us up at. And what I mean by this is, as we've seen in the trailer, the Witness has some incredible power, not only having a basically subspace to travel in that moves faster than the speed of light without even being in a ship, but also being able to cut guardians and ghosts asunder into separate segmented pieces in basically what I'm guessing is the beginning cutscene to Lightfall. So what this makes me believe is that the prophecy that was in the pyramid ship in the raid for Witch Queen, don't ask me what the name is, I'm currently blanking on it. Valid Disciple, that's what it's called, is going to be correct. And I think they're going to make it correct immediately from the start of Lightfall. The reason why is because it gives us a reason for us to go after the Veil besides taking it away from the Witness, you know? Because as it stands right now, we know about the Veil, but we don't know what it does. We don't know what exactly is the reason why we're pointed towards it. We know it's a thing that's been in Destiny for years, since like Forsaken leaks, since different lore books, and it's a big thing that it's been pointed to, but again, we don't know exactly what it does. Like I said in the last video, the Veil has been teased as either a race, an item, or some sort of artifact that is just on Neomuna, which we actually can confirm now is on Neomuna. And so I feel like it's going to be a big push towards the artifact because the Traveler is probably going to get like either a chunk or just like something ripped asunder from it, from the Witness, because the Witness is going to touch it and probably see the Veil and then go after the Veil because the Veil's going to help the Witness get into the Traveler. And my prediction with that is the Witness will get the Veil. The reason why I say this is, if you guys have never followed Destiny, there's always this big thing of, oh, well, we are the Guardian, we're always going to win because we're always the strongest. And with the Witness, this is changed. And one of our biggest like signs of this change is going to be the fact of the Witness basically tearing apart 3 different guardians and their ghosts without any effort whatsoever. This is, of course, in a launch trailer. What he does is he passes by them in his like corridor, and as he passes by, this ghost looks at his guardian and just gets segmented, and then if you look, the guardian himself also gets segmented. And then when we pan back to their ships, all 3 of the guardian ships are all segmented like both the ghost and the guardian were. And the witness did that without any effort. Now, are we gonna fight the witness? Are we going to fight the witness in Lightfall? My answer, no. We're going to see the witness do a lot, but I don't think we will fight him. I don't think we're ready. Like, to be frank with everybody in, like, the YouTube comment section and just any Destiny player in general, this reminds me of when we were first introduced to Oryx, except, like, maybe times 10. Because Oryx was definitely very scary because he had the ability to take people, and he also had his ship that could shoot giant cannons and just obliterate entire fleets. But the difference between Oryx and the Witness is the Witness doesn't have to try. With Oryx, he had to like put a lot of his energy, put a lot of, you know, his power into not only operating his giant big ass space beam, but also taking different people. Like, he could do it, it just took him his actual energy to do so, and that's because he learned it along the way. As far as the Witness goes, he doesn't even have to try. The segmenting guardians, he just did because he could. Like, and that's scary. That is legitimately terrifying. Because if us as a guardian were to go up against him now, he would just fragment our ghost and then fragment us, and boom, we're dead. That's it. That's the end. But then a lot of people would be like, oh, well, the Traveler will resurrect us. But here's the problem. Everybody we've seen their ghosts get destroyed, they don't get new ghosts. Osiris is lightless, and unfortunately Cayde 6 died and has never come back. So, if we were to go up against the Traveler now, he would just decimate us. Like, he would flick his wrist and we would be gone. Thanos snapped from reality. And there would be nobody to do anything about it. Now, as far as Strand, well, yes, it's going to help us. I don't think it's going to be the big thing that's going to make it so then we're able to face the Witness. And my reasoning behind this is Strand, although it is the fabric of life and death, kind of like, if you guys have ever heard of like the red string of fate, it's kind of like that. Or like the strings from like Hercules that the sisters like cut to kill people. It kind of reminds me of that. But that's me stretching a little bit. Let me get back on topic real quick. So basically, what I'm trying to talk about with this is that we're at a point that we'll probably need 3 darkness and 3 light subclasses. I'm not even going to talk about the possibilities of what a 3rd darkness subclass could be, because I don't even know. Everybody thought Strand was going to be poison, and now we got this magical space weaving life and death strands, and it's nuts, to say the least. But with all this being said, why does the Witness need Calus? Well, my theory with this is the Witness needs Calus to distract us. Because if Calus is doing stuff on Neomuna to get this artifact, the Witness can do whatever he wants if we're not looking. If there's no one to stop him, he can just destroy the Traveler and then turn around and be like, okay, who's next? Without anyone paying attention. Now, mind you, people are going to be paying attention because, of course, the Vanguard and everybody else is going to be trying to keep the Witness from the Traveler. But, again, this isn't going to happen. It seems like the Witness is going to touch the Traveler regardless of what we do, because he just doesn't care. at all. And he's powerful enough to not care. He's honestly the scariest monster slash being in the Destiny universe that we have seen. And as far as where Lightfall is gonna go, do I think Callus is gonna make it out? No. I think Callus will end up dying in Lightfall. The reason why is Callus has been built up as an enemy for years. Because he appeared, I think very first time he appeared was on Nessus when the Leviathan showed up as a raid, and then we got the raid layers. That was the first time we ever saw Callus. And it was kind of lackluster because the first time we ever went to face off against him, that's when you find out he's a robot and that the real Callus is somewhere in the damn Leviathan, which was fucking massive, and you didn't know where the hell he was. And then all of a sudden you find out that his being is now separated from the Leviathan, even though he was cursed. We basically set him free with duality. And it's a long, convoluted line of lore on how Callus, was an emperor and then got exiled, and then we basically freed him and turned him into a disciple, aka the bringer of the second collapse. Or sorry, the herald of the second collapse, my bad. And yeah, now he has, basically new drip, new clothes, and new powers. And we already knew he had some decent powers because he had the whole being able to snuff out light stuff, and he had a bunch of other things, including being able to cast his face to throw those damn skulls that I hated doing because it was just so many damn skulls. But now we have what I like to call Callus 2.0, or if you want to refer to him as dripped out Callus, that also is acceptable. And he's probably going to have a lot of different darkness powers. He's also probably going to have a lot of tormentors next to him. Tormentors also scare the living shit out of me because, well, it's going to be the first time that something can just straight up grab you and just be like, you know what? I'm going to take your essence real quick and just hit you with a void blast. And you're just like, what just happened? And I can't wait to play the game and get absolutely destroyed in the legendary campaign by one of these tormentors. So yeah, I feel like Callus is going to be a distraction, and then we'll kill Callus and then realize, oh shit, the witness is here, and the witness is going to take the veil. And then all the story and everything is of course going to lead up to the final shape, which comes out next year, probably either in February, like late February, kind of like the last two have been, or early March. Because with Witch Queen, it was only the 22nd. With Lightfall, it's the 28th, which is literally the last day of February this year. And so either they're gonna pull it forward or they're gonna push it back again. And so we'll either see it, yeah, early February or late March, depending. Now, as far as it goes, we'll probably see more and more forces leak out as the seasons go on. Because again, we have 4 seasons, starting with Season of Defiance, which is just basically us trying to rescue the people who are being captured currently when the initial invasion goes on. Now, we already know that the next one is Season of the Deep, which Season of the Deep makes me wonder if they're going to have us go into the ocean or the sea that the Hive went into to meet the worm gods and figure out what was going on down there. Because that'd be pretty cool. You know, like a throwback to that actual lore entry where Sethona, Oryx, and I don't even remember what Xivu Wrath's name was back then. All found the underground, or not the underground, the underwater worms and turned into the hive. Be interesting to see something like that. In that season, I definitely suspect that hive are going to be a really big focus. And who knows, maybe Xivu Wrath will finally come out of hiding. I have no idea. Like, I'm going to be real with you. I have no idea if Xivu Wrath's even going to appear in Lightfall whatsoever. She might appear in one of the seasons, but I'm not sure. Like, I have zero evidence whatsoever, at least in my brain, that Xivu is even going to show up in Lightfall or the seasons following. But who knows? I love how I just yelled at that. Who knows? Maybe in Season of the Deep we'll figure something out about Xivu, or Xivu will actually appear. Because like I said in the last video where I was talking about stuff, Xivu has not actually been shown in game. Besides a drawing that we saw a while ago, Xivu hasn't been shown in game. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk about what I think our end is going to be, and I definitely think it has something to do with Calus being a distraction and then us fucking up again and then us just losing. This is, to put it in a sense for Marvel fans, this is our Infinity War. This is where all shit hits the fan. And then Final Shape will be where all of our hope comes back to us. Anyway, guys, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button, comment down below, and guys, be civil in the comments. I don't need another, like, essay from people saying, well, you were wrong about this, 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 and this. I don't need lists or essays about that. I just do these for fun. I'm not, like, a serious lore nerd who's strictly only knows certain, like, lore word for word. I'm not like that. I just like to have fun, do things that are kind of out of the box, kind of speculation, you know. But yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you guys never miss a video. And guys, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.